All right, fellas, it's District 2 Sports Podcast, and we're back with another live episode. It's been, a few weeks, maybe a month? I don't know. Uh, a lot is going on. But, fellas, how you doing tonight?
I'm glad to be back here with my brother and my dad, just talking sports. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks. We've been dealing with a plague running through the family. We've been traveling all over the place, and now here we are. We're back talking sports.
It's where we're supposed to be. I'm disgusted tonight. I just want to get that off my shoulders now. I'm disgusted. Lots of things. Yeah, disgusted. We had a great weekend, by the way. A little snow fun in Massanutten. It was great times. I wish it would have lasted a little bit longer. I'm actually going back up tomorrow and spend a couple extra days. So I know we got a lot of basketball to talk about, and we need to address a few things before we get into this this high school basketball poll. Yeah, and something we hadn't been on here in a few weeks, and I think first and foremost, I was trying to write this stuff down in order, but we need to take our hats off and give some condolences to Liberty Bedford, who lost their basketball coach. I think his name was John McSweeney. He was in his third year there at the school, kind of turned the program just all the way around. I mean, these guys was floating on air this year. But our hats off to him, and sad to see something like this happen, in the middle of the anytime, but much less during the middle of the season like it did. So I'm sure those kids have rallied around him and his loss, and kind of put things on their shoulders to do the best they can. I don't know if it's if it's a state championship or bust, but we just need to recognize the fact that they lost their coach and a really good man there. I'm gonna keep going because I got to get this off my shoulders now. I just watched a basketball game a few moments ago that absolutely disgusted me, and everybody knows what I'm getting ready to say. And the reason why it disgusts me, it's not the fact that we lost. Okay, it's not the fact that Carolina loses. It's the fact that Carolina under Hubert Davis can win a big game, and he can save his career with one big game, and then come back and play like he did tonight was absolutely ludicrous. Things that I took notice of, especially coming down the stretch. The lineups just change sporadically all night. I mean, if you're going to play somebody that or take somebody out and play somebody that's taking somebody's place that hadn't played real well, then make sure that the person you put in the game also can play. I looked on the floor at the end of the game tonight with the last 2 minutes left. Substitution patterns were just disgraceful. Nobody really out there that could score. I know Caleb Wilson, he just disappeared tonight. I don't know, the Windex guy, he just disappeared tonight. And, I watched the first 2 minutes of the Pitt and Duke game. Pitt goes up 9-4. What does Shire do? He pops up off the bench, calls an immediate timeout, gets his guys over there, and he said, basically told them, this ain't happening tonight, guys. This is not happening tonight. And I don't know why it doesn't exist in Chapel Hill. Anyway, like I said, he saved his career in Duke Saturday night. Hey, everybody just is going to overlook this. I heard on TV, this is not a bad loss for Carolina. It's a great win for Miami, however you want to look at it. My next beef is this. I am so thankful that the Alabama Supreme Court, whatever that happened, so judge, whatever, ruled Betty Yako ineligible to play at Alabama. Kid should have never been able to play in the first place. I don't care if you got bad decision, and if you decide to go pro and you actually play in the G League and get paid, how does that give you NCAA eligibility? I hear any explanation. I don't care why he listens to soothsayers tell him, go pro. You're a 7-footer. You got to get drafted. I mean, come on, man. And listen, That just doesn't go for him. It goes for anybody else that's going this route too. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what university. I actually believe there's a guy at the University of North Carolina that played overseas professionally. Hey, if he played and he shouldn't be at North Carolina playing basketball. You know who that is, Dev?
Oh yeah.
Next in line. Huh? That's Bugovac or whatever his name is. He doesn't feel like a professional, so maybe that's the reason why he's hiding. So maybe he's over the radar. Next, I'm going football real quick. We get into this stuff. What an awful Super Bowl was, but I get sick and tired of listening to sports radio over the last couple of days. Patriots played the easiest schedule in the NFL. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that. Who sets the schedules for the NFL? The NFL. So don't you have to play your schedule? It's not like you're a college or university that goes out there and get your opponents to come play you. So the schedule is set. So I'm not a fan by no means, but I'm that junk. I mean, they played who they played. I mean, got some breaks who they had to play. I mean, I'm sorry Denver's quarterback got hurt and couldn't play, but he got hurt. And last but not least, football again. I just said a second ago, repeat, I'm not a Patriot fan whatsoever. But if Bill Belichick and Mr. Kraft are not first ballot in the NFL Hall, whatever picking lottery, whatever, something is wrong with NFL football. And I repeat that because I said I heard people talk about site, deflate gate, blah, blah, blah. Well, when Jose Altuve, and I asked Devin this question the other night, I said, when Altuve becomes eligible for the Hall of Fame, is he that trash can in the World Series and the Houston Astros won that thing? Is he ineligible sudden because of that? I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. We got through. We got through. I mean, there was bits and pieces there where Big Greg was, you know. Hey, but we got through. We got through.
Scared. I'm actually kind of scared to move to Virginia, especially where we're going to be living at. I might be worse off than him.
You said we was getting fired.
Yeah,
I might need y'all actually. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, if you haven't heard, who we released? We had Todd Grantham on Friday or last Friday. We had Averett lacrosse on there. We've had Christiansburg's basketball team on here. Several good interviews here the last couple of weeks. We'll have one out tomorrow too with the local to Devon there. Another high school basketball team who might be number one in our poll here tonight. But we have a couple of interviews coming out. I guess we should maybe talk about this now. In a couple of weeks, I hope everyone that listens to District 2 Sports will be there in attendance in Salem for the ODAC tournament. We will have a prominent position there with the ODAC for the tournament all weekend long for men's and women. So you might see Big G on the court and on TV doing some things for the podcast and for the ODAC. So really looking forward to that.
Can't wait. So looks like it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I think so. I'll be moving up. So I'm 12 days. 12 days. I'll be moving to Virginia in 12 days on the 22nd. So it's kind of it's surreal actually. I mean, like I've been here for I've been away for about 7 years. Been in Jacksonville for about 5 years now. It's crazy. I'm actually leaving to go back to Virginia.
Do you think you could girls in Sydney and maybe you stay a few more weeks or something till the season's over?
Wow, you don't want me to come back up here? You just want to keep your job a little bit longer?
Please.
I'm a little worried myself, I gotta say.
Devin, you're leaving us anyway.
I'll be here a little while longer.
Devin has a few videos he's going to be coming out too. I think you're done with him, right?
Yeah, I was done with them, and then it got corrupted because my screen refreshed. So yeah, that was one of the more irritating. You said you use Canva to make these videos, man. I don't know how I don't know how good Canva is for this.
I don't know what you're doing. I'll have to look at it myself. I'll fix it for you. But anything else before we get into some high school basketball? I do want to post some scores here. See if I get on these all there. It's a ton of scores. So this is what we just have for now. It might not look the best. Oh, dang it. Did not come out like I wanted to. But hey, you can see there, just some scores we had just come out tonight. This is gonna be tough. We're gonna do our rankings here, but we have to go off of what happened tonight already. So I had a top 12 already, and I think that might have changed a little bit. So Hidden Valley beats K-Spring 58-49. Salem over Pulaski 67-41. Doesn't count the big win over Gretna 63-50. GW by 30 over Bassett 88-58. Graham, Lebanon. This is supposed to be a close ball game the first time around. Was it like a one possession game? I think maybe 2 or 3 points. In overtime. Graham comes out, beats him by 22 points, beat him 66-44 over Lebanon. Wilson Memorial.
At Lebanon.
Yeah. Oh, at Lebanon?
Yeah.
Wow. This is a shocker too. Allegheny Memorial, Wilson Memorial, I think it was a 2-point game or a 3-point game as well. The first time they played it, just like Graham and Lebanon, but Wilson Memorial 84-50 over Allegheny, by 34. So we got to do it. I'm not sure what we're going to do there. We had a rule in football. If you win by 30, you're not in the poll, or lost by 30, you're out of the poll or something like that. So we'll have to figure that one out. Another shocker, Franklin County is 67-56 over William Fleming. So that's another upset there. Fleming was fighting, hard for that top 12. Maybe they stay in there. I don't know. I don't know what happens. Martinsville 69-27 over Tunstall. Liberty Bedford 82-63 over Heritage. George Wythe with a 63-50 win over Bland too. So waiting a couple more scores come in, but that's what we have currently. Listen, we've had some snow outs, we've had some weather stuff like that. These teams have been playing all week, so there's no time to do this. Maybe if you do it on the weekend with that, but these teams a couple wins more stuff we do. So what we do tonight is going to change anyway. So
these guys are playing 4 games a night. 4 games a week. Sorry.
Yeah. So,
and even though I even saw where some of these teams are playing Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, June has a. I don't know, June. I don't know if that's a shocker, man. Hanley's one of the best teams in 4A. I don't know if that's a shocker, but that's good that he's paying attention. I like that.
That's good, June. I'm proud of him for that.
I know. I was like, how did he see that? Devin, is your thing up to date?
Not really. It's one of those things where I've been doing a little bit of editing just while we've been talking here, but not everybody's scores are in, so not everybody has been updated as of tonight. But last night was updated prior to a few losses that some teams had tonight. So
I did put out some there's some graphics the last couple of nights. Just like who we can. I think there's like 20 some odd teams on here. Of course, these have changed. This is from I think Sunday night. Yeah, I think it was Sunday night. I put this out. So like East Class has already won. I think they're 16 or 17-0. So a lot of these teams have either won or lost. But these are a lot of the teams that we're going to be looking at tonight. Who we're going to put in our top 12 here. A lot of teams you see already are in our top 12 from, back in January. So like East Glass, Hidden Valley, Cave, Salem, Christiansburg, Patrick Henry. A lot of these teams will be back in there. Just kind of figure out the order there. But I got Grayson in there. I got East Side. Pops loves some East Side. I think one team we've been really tough on throughout the year is LCA. We knocked them out for a little bit. I think maybe it's time to put them back in there. But yeah, Dan River. I think I've won like 11 straight or something like that maybe. On a
roll
too.
A subliminal message you just pulled in on us?
Oh, on Dan River?
Yeah, no. With that LCA, it looks like we might need to get them back in there. That sounds like subliminal message.
I think so. I think we were too hard on them. I really do. I really do think we were too hard on them.
Going towards Dan River just now. What did I tell you last night, Dev? Zaire Smith. He is the newcomer that what I'm being told. I have not seen him play the second half, but I've been told that he's the key to the second half run. He was ineligible for the first half. Some grades, I think, some academics in there, and I was told by Coach Ben that Zaire Smith is making A's and B's for this second semester, so he is going to be rolling on along. So I'm assuming as soon as he rolls, so rolls Dan River.
Any I mean, I feel like just early we said that the South Side or kind of Southwest was like kind of like not figuring out or not. There wasn't a certain team that was kind of like, standing out. We said like maybe it was a down year in basketball, but I think throughout the whole last couple of months, these teams really have shown that they like Dan River. I think they started off early. They were slow, but 15-2 now. Nelson County 15-2. So I think a lot of teams have really shot up the ladder there. Martinsville 13-3. I think they're 14-3 now. But just a few teams like that have really kind of shown off. Salem, I think, is another team that was
15-3 actually.
15-3. Yeah, Salem's another team that was started off kind of slow, or a couple losses here early, but have really shown they can play well. Hidden Valley, EC Glass, all these teams. So it'd be interesting to see what our top 12 is. I did have Devin's top net rankings here and the Max Preps top 12. So Max Preps, I just went down to the state rankings and I just found the first team that came up. So that's how I placed these. So they had EC Glass, Salem. They had Allegheny at 3, and this is based off of Monday night. So Hidden Valley, Patrick Henry, Liberty Christian, Liberty Bedford, Graham, Wayne Fleming, Nelson County, Martinsville, and Dan River there for the top 12 via Max Preps. Pops, how do you feel about Max Preps top 12? You feel like that's a good indication of what might happen here tonight? You see some issues there at all?
Yeah, I see some big issues. And the Max Preps top 12, to look at it right there, it's not so bad. But they are also a game or two behind. So, plus we did get current scores to
June knows this stuff.
I know. Where's this ball knowledge come from?
But we do. It doesn't look that bad sitting here, but like I said, we're current now, and that's the problem with Max Preps is that they're usually a game or two behind.
Yeah,
and that's Devin's net rankings, correct?
Yeah, so that's based off of Monday as well. So I put these two polls together, just kind of maybe help us out a little bit, see what we might do. But the net rankings had EC Glass, Patrick Henry at 2. So Patrick Henry's been playing some good ball. They have some really good wins throughout the year. Salem, they're 2 and 3. Hidden Valley's up there too. Martinsville, William Fleming, Liberty Bedford. That might be the biggest shocker that I've seen. Both polls have Liberty Bedford there at 7. So the net rankings like them. Max Preps likes them. I don't know what it is about maybe the eye test, but Liberty Bedford, number 7 there. LCA, like I said,
give you a little bit more insight. Max Preps has them number 1 and 2A.
So we've held them out this whole time. I don't know what it is. I don't know what we're doing here. Liberty Christian, they're at 8 in the net ranking. So the net rankings likes Liberty Christian. So like I said, we were hard on them. Allegheny there at 9. K-Spring at 10, Graham at 11, and 12 was Christiansburg. So there's been a little bit of a fight between Dan River and Christiansburg for that last spot. So that'll be an interesting argument here tonight too.
My argument and it's not an argument. Devin has done his homework. This is accurate and true to form. But I made a comment last night that somebody I won't even say the quote that I said last night, but there's a couple teams that's missing out of this net ranking thing, and I hate to see it that way, but maybe it would change after tonight's score.
Who would you say, Big Greg? Obviously, Dan River is a team who's missing that top 12 in the net.
It's actually 2 teams.
Who are the 2 teams?
That would be Dan River 1, but in order, that would be Nelson County and Dan River.
Devin, can you share just like I know it might not be up to date as of tonight, but can you share that so we can look at that again?
Yeah, let's take a look.
And I'd like to know right now, is it possible to do a scenario tonight with Allegheny losing by 140 tonight to see just how far in the net rankings they would actually fall? Is it a homework assignment that we can do on that?
So some of these teams have been updated as of tonight. So if we want to take a look at what it would be tonight, and it's just slightly different. But Salem, actually, they've kind of taken the lead over PH a little bit. Hidden Valley, Martinsville, LCA, Fleming. Luray is just a team who's in here that we're not considering just because they're out of our area. Allegheny, Liberty.
Whoa. Can we go back to number 10?
Yeah.
Is that tonight?
That is after tonight. But it's not like I sit here. It's not like I sit here and put just lost by 30 points. It's just factoring in what their point differential is all year, their strength of schedule, all that stuff. And they were, well, I don't know what they were before. I mean, I think they were somewhere around that spot earlier, but Liberty, Graham, Christiansburg, Cave Spring, Floyd. I think the part that gets a little muddy is when you get Christiansburg, Cave Spring, Floyd, Nelson. I don't want to say, I mean, I feel bad for Nelson. I think their strength of schedule is the only thing that's hurting them. I think the three teams, Christiansburg, Cave Spring, and Floyd, are the ones that are going to be tough to decide what to do with.
I think it gets muddy from 10 down besides the Liberty.
Yeah.
The thing about Dan River is they're not even kind of close to the top 12. Are they maybe like what 15 in your poll?
Yeah, no, and the thing is too is like Dan River's strength of schedule is, one of the I don't want to say one of the worst, but it's definitely not the best in 2A there. I think that's kind of the issue. Same thing with Nelson County.
So my question is this. All right, so let's just use, I guess looking at that, I don't guess Nelson County is a good one to use, but so maybe Martinsville? I don't know. So is it because Martinsville plays in a Christmas tournament or something to that effect? Or is it because Dan River doesn't play in a Christmas tournament and get the chance to play somebody better? I mean, is that what this all is the result of?
I know Martinsville went out of their way to schedule 6A South Lakes, just because Coach Hall has some connections over there. They play some good teams.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to use them. Can we go up a little bit further? I'm just trying to find somebody. I'm just trying to find somebody that in that top 10 that you had a minute ago.
Like, you want to take like Hidden Valley here, or who would you like to see?
So Hidden Valley's all the way down to 30.
Sorry, this is arranged by class 2s, class 3s, class.
Oh no, I wanted to go back to where you were with the top 10 or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, right here. All right, so Dan River is 19 right here, right?
I guess 18, considering that.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, that's got to be what it is. I mean, Allegheny getting beat by 400 tonight, and then they're still number 10, and yet they played North Cross. They played Salem, so that's a big boost.
Yeah, I think if you look at Allegheny's strength of schedule is one of the best, and their schedule or their record isn't so bad. So the big differential is, I would say, looking at this row here, this strength of record. So Allegheny is at 5.141, which is really good. I think Dan Rivers -1 there is the part that's hurting them a little bit. And I guess that just means that Dan River, based on their strength of schedule, their win-loss record isn't super impressive based on who they played so far. Now 15-2, I'm not saying that's not impressive, but it's less impressive than Allegheny's 12-4, 12-3, whatever they are against a much tougher schedule.
So let me ask you this. Is there a way to look at Dan River right now? And I know I'm beating Dan River's horse to death, but if they were 16-1, what would that differ? Do you know how that would play into if they would have actually beat Tunstall?
Let's just edit it here real quick. So 16-1. Well, do you know if that game was away or if it was at home?
I think it was away.
Okay. Oh, so we'll say
I'll go back and look real quick,
and then we'll take away one of their away losses there. So if we do that there, and I guess we're not really looking at the points, but it helps them go up just a little bit there. Let me see what that number was.
Because their only loss would be to Nelson right now, basically.
Yeah, so it helps them out a little bit, but they would still be behind Nelson County right now.
But what would that put them? That would put them up still that would be 21. Oh no, that's the class.
Yeah, so 0.932 is where it put them. So they would still be somewhat in the same spot. I think the thing that's the big issue is their strength of schedule and their record is not doing them any favors right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. So Halifax, I mean, they're 12-7, 11-7, doesn't do them a whole lot. They beat them twice though. I mean, you beat Gretna. I guess Jefferson Forest doesn't help. Alta Vista, I mean, I don't guess that helps either. And when you play somebody like Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy, I mean, I don't know what they did to them tonight, but I know when they played them at home, they beat them almost by 50. So I mean, that doesn't help at all. Big Ben, if you're listening, I guess you're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to help you schedule next year. I'll get over there. I'll get over there with you and Kenny next year, and we'll get some teams on the schedule. He's young now. I'm telling you, he's young. He don't have a whole lot of seniors on that team, so he's back.
Oh yeah.
The
thing is too, these are all these. I keep seeing this joke on social media. People say, "Can't wait to watch basketball tonight," and it's a picture of a spreadsheet, and it makes me think about myself every time. Like, we're not actually watching the games; we're just typing all these numbers in. That's the thing; these are just numbers. This doesn't factor in who Dan River has on their roster or who LCA has on their roster and all that stuff. So that's we also get to use our eyes as well. So that's why we're not just doing a pure net ranking. That's why we come up with our own rankings as well. I'll just say that.
All right, we ready to put this to the test?
Let's do it.
All right. I mean, you need like a list up here, anything that teams remember?
I thought you were gonna have your PowerPoint tonight.
Y'all need to see one of these. I need to know the teams here, so I don't know which one's better.
I think I like the net rankings a little bit more than the Max Preps top 12, if I had to say.
Oh yeah,
I say that
Max
too.
Preps is awful.
Wow. Yeah, because you're basing it off the state rankings.
All right, so let's
Yeah, this is gonna be a dogfight. I already know. Especially when I tell you who my number one team is.
Sorry, hold on. Let me stop sharing this. There we go. So I am actually going to edit this live for us so everyone can see.
That's a bare-looking house behind you, Gary.
All right, so let's. I mean, I think obviously we know who number one is, right?
I don't know, do we?
We talked to this team just the other night. I mean, I think it's pretty easy. EC Glass Hilltoppers.
I didn't realize until they said it the other night that they're the only remaining undefeated team in the state. It's absolutely crazy.
Number two.
Well, hold on before we go any further.
Okay, right.
The most important thing that come out of that conversation with Coach Best the other night was his wife listens and she knows the poll.
Yeah. So she'll let him know tonight. Hey, you're still number one, Coach.
Love it. I love it. That's a big boost. Thank you, Coach.
We need to get Gavin Arthur. You need to get him a scholarship somewhere, or just some looks or some kind of some interest there to keep him play. At 17 gets LCA the other night. Number two. So we can go back and forth if we think it is. I mean, we have. I personally had the Patrick Henry Patriots there at number two for me. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. I had the Salem Spartans at number two.
All right. I was about to say here, I have Salem there. I know they lost to Cave Spring recently, but they've beaten. I think they beat PH twice this year. I'm gonna go Salem at two.
Salem
lost
has
to Cave Spring both times, Devin. Actually.
Yeah.
Yep. Two losses to Cave Spring, but they beat Radford by 20, beat Allegheny by 15, and they beat Patrick Henry twice, and a win over Christiansburg as well. So I think they may have the maybe first or second best record so far, or strength of record. So we're going Salem at two.
Salem at two.
Yep.
I think they're 16-3.
17-3.
17-3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, makes it look a little better. All right. Number three. I kind of gave it all away already. I have Patrick Henry there at 3.
Big Greg, who you got?
You don't want to know.
We do kind of want to know.
I have Nelson County at number 3.
Oh, okay. All right. I have Nelson. I was not expecting that. I still have Martinsville at number. They were number 3 last time we did our poll. I think Martinsville is like, I think they're one of the most. I don't have a problem with PH there either, but I don't think Nelson right now.
But you know what?
Me,
you know what? I'll agree with Devin on this because Martinsville is destroying people right now.
Yeah.
Patrick Henry, 12-5, 8-1 since January 1st. Hidden Valley twice, Christiansburg twice, William Fleming, and K Spring wins. Don't know how you can go against that, but okay, we'll go Martinsville.
That's a pretty, but I think the thing too is
and they're number 2 in your net rankings.
Well, now they're number 3.
I mean, I don't know what more y'all want.
Now they're number 3. I'm gonna go with Martinsville there. I think that would be a heck of a game between those two teams, though.
You guys overrule me. Martinsville there at 3. They 14-3 still, or 14-3, 15-3. I don't know if they are.
10-3.
15-3. All right.
And they absolutely beat Tunstall like they stole something tonight.
I mean, I just
think that they're playing better than PH right now. I'm sorry. Ray.
I don't think you can say that with the teams they're playing.
Okay.
Shout out to McKinley, by the way. Where he's been all over the PH train and got his boys in the top. Well, maybe in the top 5. We'll see.
I think EJ's backing me up here on PH.
Yeah.
What did he say? Franklin County bad? Was that?
I'll say this. He's saying the bad loss. I think he's what he's saying because Fleming they just lost him tonight.
I would not have a problem putting PH there. I wouldn't at all. I think they're definitely deserving of a top 3 spot. But
so let's do this. So I mean, who's going to be number 4? So
I had Hidden Valley at 4.
Can anybody see this? I have 3-4, 3-4, 3-4.
Oh boy, jeez Louise.
I have PH at number 4.
I would put PH at 4. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I have PH at 3. I'm gonna raise y'all a question. Do you think Martinsville would beat Patrick Henry and Hidden Valley right now?
I think they could certainly. I think it would be a great test. Yeah, with the way they're playing, yeah, I do.
13-5 or 12-5.
So obviously, you didn't have Martinsville in the top 5.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
So they must have been 5.
I have.
If you've got PH at 3 and you got Hidden Valley at 4.
Yep, I had Martinsville at 5.
Okay, so I think we're splitting hairs here because I think Hidden Valley getting beat by Hanley puts them at, but they did have a nice win tonight.
Whoa. I mean, I know Hidden Valley lost 2 straight. I think they lost to Patrick Henry by 2, then lost 2. Well, I don't know, maybe it was more than that. I think they lost by 2 the second time around against Patrick Henry, and they lost maybe by I don't know, maybe less than 10 there to Hanley. Hanley is they're one of the top teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they just happen to be number 5 this week instead of number 2.
That's just. I'm getting railroaded tonight.
I mean, the thing is, Hidden Valley was number 4 last time we spoke, and the thing that, and Martinsville is at number 3. The thing that's pushing them back right now is PH. So do you want Hidden Valley at 4? Do you want PH at? I mean, what do you want here?
I want PH and Hidden Valley in front of Martinsville.
You want both of those teams above Martinsville. I see. Yep. Okay. I don't have a problem with that, but I do. I like the way we have it right now.
Okay. All right. I'm not. Hey, I lost. 14.
Wow.
I think they're 15-3 now.
Wow. 15-3. Yeah.
All right. Number 6. We have. I mean, you guys might want like this. I have the Liberty Christian Academy Bulldogs there at 6. I think they've played one of the hardest schedules in the state.
They certainly have.
Best wins over Western Albemarle. I think I think we were really too hard on them before. That's just me.
Okay, well, since I couldn't get Nelson up in the top 5, I would have Graham at number 6 right now.
So the thing that's bothering me a little bit about LCA, and it's literally the one game that's giving me trouble right now is that game against Rustburg. I know they just beat them recently, but
I'm fine with Graham. I'm fine with Graham. I mean, I have Graham on top.
I have Graham there.
Right, Graham it is. I mean, they just got a 22-point win over Lebanon at Lebanon. So
Lebanon.
what, 15-2 now?
Yep.
So Graham there at 6. All right, who y'all have at 7? Obviously, you know who I have at 7.
Who you have, Big Greg?
Well, since he just said that, I have Nelson County at 7.
I have LCA at 7 there.
There we go, Liberty Christian. I mean, looking at the Max Preps has them at 6, and then Devon's net rankings have them at 8. So I mean, that's about right? I mean, they're at 7. If you're factoring in these other polls,
I think so.
Two losses to Glass, right?
Yeah, second time a little bit more than first time. Like 13-7.
I had them at 12-7, but they might be 13-7 now.
I think it might be 14-7 to be honest with you. Yeah, they're 14-7 according to Max Preps. But...
All right,
that makes me feel better.
This is where it's going to get to me. I mean, actually, not. I know who I have at 8. I have Nelson County. I think we all can agree on that one.
I have Nelson County there.
Nelson County, but they are, gosh, what are they, 15-2 now?
15-2. 15-2.
Huh? 15-2.
15-2 after tonight. No, you're right. 16-2 after tonight, and they beat Gretna convincingly.
This is where it's going to get tricky for me because everyone's lost. To me, the teams I would consider here for 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we have to look at Dan River, Liberty Bedford, Christiansburg. I still have Christiansburg in there. Allegheny. I think we have to look at Cave. I think they're still. I mean, I know they just lost tonight, but they have some good quality losses too.
Plus 2 wins over Salem.
Yeah, exactly.
Who had that?
Cave Spring.
Okay.
All
right. My number 9 team is the Dan River Wildcats.
Ooh, 9. I mean, I was looking at Devon's net rankings. I didn't like their strength of record. It bothers me a lot. Max Rep doesn't have him at 12.
I would concede this. I would concede Liberty Bedford at 9.
So I'll tell you what, I actually had before tonight, I had LCA at 7, and then I had Fleming at 8. Nelson would be behind them. I now have Liberty Bedford behind Nelson there.
Really? So y'all going Liberty Bedford? I mean, before the Franklin County loss, I had Fleming here. I actually had Fleming at 7. So I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what I think. Y'all want Liberty Bedford, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. I mean, maybe Franklin County is better than we're giving them credit for. I mean, they've also beat PH this year, so I don't know. I have no idea.
Were they 13-2, 12-2?
Who's that?
Liberty Bedford.
There, I had them at 12-2.
12-2.
All right, so 10, 11, and 12 here.
I gotta
go ahead, Dad.
Who you got?
I mean, if I had them at 10,
I have Fleming here.
I think William Fleming.
Like I said, and William Fleming would have been.
They lost tonight.
They would have been a lot higher had they not lost tonight. I think. I mean, just based on
I had him at 7.
Splitting games.
So they would be 14-7 right now.
They also beat North Cross, which might be North Cross doesn't have the greatest record this year, but one of the more impressive wins that a team has had. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean they some good wins there. I mean, I just Dan River. I think they're 15-2. I agree, but are they playing the same level of teams that these other teams have been playing all year? That's what worries me. I think basketball is different from football. With football, we're like, hey, this team is 2A. We can't really fault them for not playing, blah blah blah, so and so, because you have more numbers for your higher class teams usually. But basketball, you just need 5 guys out there, and you can go play, and you can find some 2A teams who can beat 5A teams as well. So I treat it a little bit different.
Well, it doesn't matter now. I lost, but I had them out of my poll after the Knights lost. I'll put it that way.
Oof. 11. So I guess you're going Dan River again to get Dan River.
I mean, yeah, I guess. What will you? This is number 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who do we have left? We have Dan River.
Yeah, Dan River,
Christiansburg,
Allegheny,
Case Spring. That's 4 right there.
I think
you still got Lebanon. Did we say Lebanon?
Lebanon.
You still got another team that's sitting out there, that's perched out there in the Southwest, that's doing their business again this year.
Oh,
at
here we
16-3.
Oh, PH Glade Spring.
Yeah. Who would you think I was talking about?
Eastside
No.
Spartans.
No, I'm talking about PHGS.
So we have 2 spots left with 4 teams, or 4 or 5 teams, really. Right.
And I'll tell you what, I was actually considering Floyd in that one of the last 2 spots there. But after tonight, what I heard tonight was that they lost 44-30. I can't do it. Plus, they're 3-3 in league play. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Gosh. So here I would probably go. Oh, I have no clue who I'll go, actually. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna throw out Cave Spring there at 11. I know they just lost tonight to Hidden Valley, but they're playing really good teams, and I can't fault them for losing to, Hidden Valley, who is number 5 in our poll, or has been top 5 in our poll for the last few weeks.
Man, yeah. I mean, if I had to say, I hate to do it, but I would probably go Allegheny there at 11.
Oh my word! No, it went from bad to worse.
I know they got blown out, but they also have beat. I mean, they just beat Stanton, who is 16-3. Just beat Stewart's Draft, who's pretty. I mean, okay, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I would go with. I don't think you can ignore what Allegheny what they've played against all year. Rocktown, Perry McClure.
All right, so Devin has Allegheny at 11. Pop has Dan River. I have Case Spring. How do we diffuse this situation here?
So let's think about I would say.
Okay, I can tell you this how I can diffuse the situation. I refuse to renegotiate contractual obligations with Allegheny at this point.
All right.
What about Christiansburg? They're 12-5.
All right. So listen, I know we had a good time with Christiansburg, and we had a good time with those kids. Okay, but listen, in all seriousness, I mean, just tell me and maybe educate me right now. What big game have they won?
I'm looking at Max Preps right now.
I mean,
they beat Cave Spring back in
wins over Abington and Cave Spring, I would say.
Cave Spring and Radford.
All right, so who was the game they were just getting ready to play when we interviewed them?
Salem.
Hidden Valley.
Yep.
And are they 0-2 against Hidden Valley? Are they 0-2?
Lost by 8 to Hidden Valley. Lost by nearly 20 to Patrick Henry. Lost to Salem. Lost in Hidden Valley. Yeah, lost in Hidden Valley twice. Lost to Patrick Henry twice. So they've beat Abington twice, though, start the year.
I would feel, and my apologies to Coach. Like I said, if you can win that big game, do it.
They have who they have left. They have they beat Blacksburg tonight. Stanton River, Pulaski, Case Spring, and they have Salem too. So they can get 2 big wins there against Salem and Case Spring. They can pull those off. All right, so who we going? So y'all won't take my Christiansburg.
I would go with Cave Spring there.
I'm gonna bring up Case Spring real quick too. So 14-5 overall. Well, I guess 14-6 now. After lost tonight to Hidden Valley by I think 9. Did beat Salem recently. I think they have 2 wins over Salem, right?
Beat Salem both times.
Yep. Have a 6-point loss to Patrick Henry, 10-point loss to Christiansburg, lost to Hidden Valley twice. That 3-point loss to Pulaski, I mean, they should got that with W.
Man, yeah, I don't know.
They have 2 big ones left. They have Patrick Henry on Friday, and then they have Christiansburg, I think, next Monday.
Who
So
are y'all trying to put in there?
K-Spring. All right, so what are we doing? Who are we going with here?
Y'all have already said it. I can't.
Then you going with K-Spring?
I will go with Cave Spring there.
I've been overruled on the last 2.
Bruce, I know y'all just lost, but we're gonna put you there at 14-6 there at
11. Y'all are putting them there.
We are a team. This is the District 2 Sports Podcast, isn't it? The Devin and
I don't want their blood on my hands right now.
All right, number 12.
All right.
So who's that? We have Christiansburg. We have
Christiansburg and I think Dan River are the 2 teams that
Dan River.
Obviously, Allegheny is not going to get any pull in this poll right now.
I wouldn't mind having Allegheny there at 12. I would not mind that. I'm looking at Dan River real quick. So Dan River has not lost since their loss to Nelson County back in December 16th. So they've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know if they played Gretna. I think they played Gretna tonight, right?
They didn't. No, they played Smith Mountain late tonight. They didn't play. That game against Gretna got canceled on Thursday because I was going to it.
Dang, so they won like 13 straight. In that run, they beat Alta Vista. I think Alta Vista is decent. Beat JF. JF can be tough. Gretna.
I know one thing they didn't do during those 13 wins.
What's that?
Lose by 34.
Yeah, I mean,
Devin, who you have at 12?
So I kind of had
Christiansburg.
I kind of had a cop out here. I kind of had Christiansburg slash Dan Rivers slash Cave Spring there, but man, I hate to go against Christiansburg because they've had such a tough schedule, and Allegheny is the same way. But I guess I would go with Dan River there, just based on the way that they're playing right now.
Oh my gosh!
I think some teams. Yeah, I think there's legitimate grounds for teams to be there, but
it's probably in the top 25.
Wow.
All right, there you have it.
We'll find out what happens next Monday. Dan River goes to Nelson, so we'll see what happens there. But also, there's a lot of toughies coming up for like Cave Spring has PH, Christiansburg, and Blacksburg left, but we'll learn a lot about these other 2 teams here in the last little bit of the schedule.
There you have it. EC Glass there at 1, Salem Spartans there at 2, Martinsville 3, Patrick Henry at 4, Hidden Valley at 5, Graham at 6, LCA there at 7, Nelson County at 8, Liberty Bedford at 9, William Fleming at 10, K-Spring at 11, Dan River at 12. Just want to compare a little bit to.
And before y'all go any further, I need to present a situation to y'all because I would really like for y'all to think about this, okay? In next week's poll, because I get what you're saying about playing this schedule, or whatever. So let's just say, okay, let's just use a facetious example, okay? Let's just go with this. Let's just say this is a league of 10 teams, okay? Hold on, let me get to it first. All right. So I'm going to use
a super league.
Let me go to college basketball, okay? The top 10 is this, okay? Arizona, Michigan, Houston, Duke, Iowa State, Connecticut, Nebraska, Illinois, KU, and Michigan State, okay? That's the top 10. Let's just say you are Michigan State, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you play whatever we call it, a round robin schedule, each team twice. So you would play 18 games, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say you go 0-18, but you played that schedule. So would you be in the top whatever? Because you went 0-18, but it was a tough schedule?
That's like the Champions League or something like that. That's like a
I'm
Super
just
League.
asking. I'm just asking.
They would be relegated to the lower division, and then
No,
yes, you would have.
there is no lower division. Would they make the District 2 Sports Podcast go in 0-18? No,
I don't
they
think
would not. No,
that's
they
not the
wouldn't.
same. I'll admit that.
If they went 6-12, would they make it? No, they wouldn't.
If there's 6 wins over against this top 3, 4,
That's the
5
top.
teams.
I gave you the top 10. I gave you the top 10.
So like you're talking about if there's a team like who are you comparing right now? Who are you talking about?
I'm
Christiansburg and Denver?
talking about Cave Spring. I'm talking about William Fleming. I'm talking about Liberty Christian. And I'm not knocking what y'all's philosophy is. Look at their schedule, blah, blah, blah. I'm not knocking that. But I'm saying if you played that schedule I just gave you as an example, and you went 6-12, I probably shouldn't have said 0-18. If you went 6-12, do you make that top 20 or top 12?
I think your example needs to be if they went 10-8, whatever. Because none of these teams have a losing record. They all got winning records.
Yeah.
He was trying to pull her on like
I know.
that was awful. I don't know. He was
trying to get us to say something. Get us in trouble here.
Man. I mean, hey, you got Denver in there? You got your team in there?
Okay.
Here's what I'll say about the net rankings too, by the way. So just to remind everybody what goes into this. So adjusted win percentage. So that's your wins and losses adjusted based on if you're home, away, or neutral is 45%. So 45% of what goes into the net is what your record is. So a team who like LCA who's 12-7. I mean, they have a much higher win total than, or a much lower win total than somebody like PH Glade Spring. But we have other factors like your net efficiency rating, which takes into account your points per game that you're averaging based on your strength of schedule, and your points that you're giving up per game based on your strength of schedule. And it takes your defense and offensive rating into account. That's 20%.
Can you leave that up there real quick? Sorry.
Your adjusted efficiency margin, and that takes into account based on the schedule that you played, basically takes into account how much you're beating teams by. That's 17%. And then 18%, so 10% goes to your strength of schedule, and then 8% goes to your strength of record. So really, strength of schedule is not even, I mean, in total, it's like 18% of what goes into their net. So it's not like it's fully based on strength of schedule, but it does help some teams out. But really, the big thing is your wins and losses based on whether you're home, away, or neutral.
So basically, the District 2 Sports Podcast poll is based upon the net rankings at this point in time, less Allegheny, add Dan River, if you really look at it. Top five teams are the same. They're just in a couple spots different. The bottom 7 is basically the same, except for Dan River and Allegheny. And Christiansburg, excuse me. Christiansburg.
Good way to look at it. It's a good way. I didn't even realize that's the way we had it. But yeah, I guess that's the way it kind of shook out.
I'm sorry. Nelson and Dan River are in versus Christiansburg and Allegheny.
Hey, we like 2 weeks left, maybe a week left of the regular season, and it's time for playoff basketball. So all these teams will go their separate ways, and we'll catch some regional play action.
But it's tough. It's tough right now because, like you said, they're making up games. They're playing 3 to 4 games or more a week. It's really, really tough. And I can see the emotional highs and lows and stuff like that going. You might play the best team one night this week. You might have to play the best team twice this week. I mean, you might play the lowest team twice this week. It's hard to go from high, get high for that big game, and it's easy to be really low for that low game. I mean, that bottom half team. It's tough. It's tough.
I think we need to revisit this Friday night after the games. because there'll be off. The whole week will be over with. We can revisit who's won, who's done what after all these games. I think that's what we need to do.
Okay.
Maybe invite some people on here and talk about why they should be in the top 12.
I would be, need to fight for this thing. So, who does LCA play this week? I'm gonna look at some things real quick while we on this subject. I want to find out who LCA and Fleming play this week.
LCA plays Heritage and Liberty.
Liberty Bedford.
And they've smoked Liberty once this year.
Yeah, that was a big game. Was that a 30-point game?
They lost by 24.
Okay, so that at least in my book keeps Liberty relevant and in the in the poll. All right, so basketball. Let's see who Fleming. I'm just trying to find these teams that are on the edge that y'all got here. So Fleming plays. They played Franklin tonight, so they lost tonight, correct?
Yeah, Fleming.
So they got Bird and Stanton River next week. I don't know what their makeup is. I don't see where they have to make up anything. So they should finish what, they're 14-7 right now. They should finish 16-7.
Pop, while you're doing that, I brought the ODAC men's standings here. Things have changed a lot over the last couple of weeks. We have Macon and Wesleyan there 1 and 2, or tied for first.
Who did Wesleyan lose to besides Averett? And I want to say Averett beat the top 2 teams in this league.
So I can check on Wesleyan right now. Yeah, things have shifted a little bit because when we talked to
it must have been Macon that beat them. Didn't they play Macon?
I think they did. Let's see here. So they lost to
I think it was Saturday.
Oh, they lost at Avery. Avery is just beating people, man.
Yes, actually. But I thought who else did they lose to? Macon?
What was the game that Averett had to make up because of the league?
No, that was the one. They lost to Roanoke. Okay. So that was the one, Devin. It was it was the game where the ice formed on the court or something. I don't know what it was. Something formed on the moisture, and they were up by 6 points.
I see who Averett. So Averett just they confuse me. They really do.
They confused me too because they went to Lynchburg the other night and got smoked.
They lose by 13 to Bridgewater. Beat Wesleyan.
Yeah. Lost by.
Beat 11. Washington Lee by. What is going on here? They beat Washington by 16.
Look at the one above that.
Beat Hampton Sydney
by 2 in overtime.
But lose to at Guilford by 20. Lose to Eastern Mennonite. What is? I don't understand this team.
It's
beat Randolph Macon.
The theory I just came up with: get up for the big games and just play. You play down to your competition. That's the only way I know how to say it.
I mean, look, that's a big win by Eastern Mennonite there by 3 there against the Cougars there up in Harrisonburg.
Which puts Eastern Mennonites last place still?
Hey, I mean I think it looks worse than Averett.
Huh? Averett's in playoff contention.
I'm saying it looks worse for Averett. They should be losing those teams, right?
Well, I will say this: Eastern Mennonite played Hampton Sydney to overtime or 2-point game first time they played them, didn't they? Go to Mennonite's schedule. I would like to see how bad or how close they keep games.
Sorry, I'm going back to their back to the main page. East Mennonite, home of the Royals. My alma mater there. So they beat Bridgewater by.
Oh my God! Does that 21. Say 86-38?
No, that's a typo.
95-46. Oh my word!
It was actually 86-83, and then 59-64.
Ooh, this is some beatdowns.
Hey, I got the Averett dub.
Golly, I cannot believe that.
Hey, they're getting things fixed. They got some good recruits coming in there. I mean, but so reason I want to bring this up because I'll be up there the 22nd. So my plan, or I think maybe Bigger and I will make it to some quarterfinal games there on Tuesday, the 24th. So right now we could potentially have what Macon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wow! So you could Macon and Guilford. You had Averett going to Wesleyan. You can have Roanoke hosting Lynchburg. That'll be a good one. Then Washington Lee playing Hampton Sydney for the 4-5.
All right, so let me go back up there a little bit. So if that holds true, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Did we see Lynchburg and Roanoke in the semis last year?
Yes.
Okay.
That was that overtime game.
Terrific game. Went down to it was overtime, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought that Lynchburg could have won that one. A lot of people thought that.
Yeah, I did. Speaking of Lynchburg, do you know who's going off this year? Jamarcus Brown, Danville's very own Jamarcus Brown. I mean,
yeah,
he had 36 against Averett the other day.
Tunstall native.
Tunstall native.
Don't let Gregory ask him any questions, please.
So yeah, that'll be Tuesday. That'll be the quarterfinals. So depending on who wins that, they move on to Friday. First game is at 5, and the second game is at 7:30, and the championship game is Saturday at 8 p.m. We'll be there Friday early, getting some pregame rolls there with some players and some coaches, so we can get that to Flow Sports. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun weekend. So,
Gregory, don't forget, you got to throw the women in there too. We'll be for the women as well. So I haven't even looked at the women's standings. I expect that either Macon or WNL is leading the
let's see here.
charge. And I think WNL won the championship last year. I think.
See the standings here. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend. So WNL is first at 12-0. Bridgewater's 10-2. Macon 9-3.
Wow. Averett is what, 2-30?
2-10. Well, 2-10 in the conference. 0-12, and then Eastern United's 0-12. So their semifinals will be Wednesday, and then they play Saturday at 2 and 4:30, and then championship game will be Sunday. So we'll be there. Golly, we'll be there all day Saturday.
Yes, sir. So they don't. So the women will play Saturday afternoon 2 and 4, and then the championships at what for the men's at 6:30, 8. What is it?
I think it's all 8. I think I saw 8.
Wow.
Yep. So we'll be there Friday for semifinals at 6 and 7:30, and then we're there all day Saturday, and then Sunday we'll be there for the championship game for the women.
Yeah, maybe compensation is due. I bet the food's gonna be good though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get fat for sure.
Let's see. So all right? So how does that play out? So Washington Lee is 1, 2, 6. So Washington Lee and Lynchburg.
Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So Washington Lee and Lynchburg, Bridgewater and Wesleyan, Hollins and Macon, and then Guilford and Shenandoah.
Ooh.
So
yeah.
Is Washington Lee ranked nationally? I'm assuming they are.
They
right?
should be. I mean, they're 21-0. They haven't lost yet.
And the Fighting Meg Barbers are 18-0 according to Devin's schedule the other night. NYU's ranked number 1 and undefeated once again. So I think that makes them like 80. Let's see, 34 and 30, 68. That should be 86-0 in the last 3 years right now.
I know we talked to Meg Barber on here, but I think there needs to be an investigation of that program. How they go 86-0?
I'm glad you said that because I've been trying to get her on all year and talk to her, but she has not even got back to me on my email. You know, I sent her a picture of last year's MVP. She what was her name? The girl that played at NYU. I can't think of her name now. She was the player of the year in D3, and they got the Crystal Trophy sitting up in the Salem Civic Center. Remember that, Gary?
Yeah. We're there for the. Oh yeah, are you going to Steve Robinson on Monday?
No, I will be in Pensacola, Florida. I will be signing autographs at the Pensacola Beach Hampton Inn. Anybody wants to come over and have drinks and feed me, I'll be signing autographs. It's the Big G. It's the Big G Pensacola party.
Glass beat Amherst, by the way, just letting y'all know. Anything else on the?
I hate to see them get knocked out of number 1 before we get off the podcast.
I just want to make sure. I'm going to show our standings one more time. So everybody who's logging on here, So tonight we went EC Glass, Salem, Martinsville, Patrick Henry, Hidden Valley, Graham, Liberty Christian, Nelson, Liberty Bedford, William Fleming, Case Spring, and Dan River there for the top 12. Like I said, all these teams will be playing out through the whole week. Sometimes some teams are playing 5 games this week, 4 games, 3 games, whatever it's going to be. So this thing will definitely change. I think we're trying to revisit this on Friday maybe to get it set for the following week. This might be the last week for a lot of teams, so we'll see how that region plays. When that starts and everything, district play.
Moving away from basketball just a hair, don't we owe some congratulations to Matos?
Oh yes. As what was it? William Mary, right?
And
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Yeah. So we were just talking to him about, hey, what do you think about this team? What do you think about this program? And then next thing he has an offer and or commits to William and Mary. Was it a scholarship or was it preferred walk on? I don't know if I saw that part or not.
I didn't see that at all. I just terrific news.
Yes.
Yes, I can say that I was contacted at 23:59 before he signed to see if he might be interested in a Central Virginia school. And, like I said, it was already in the news that he might possibly be signing at William and Mary. So congratulations to the Matos for that.
I'd like to know who is. I mean, D3 you can probably sign up until until the school year. I'm assuming. I'm sure they probably want you over the summer so you can get into a playbook and stuff. But I'm sure a lot of these unsigned seniors can still find a home there in D3 or whatever it might be. So I want to know if there's a list of players who still need a home. Because there's a lot of good players around the area that could play, for the ODAC and whatnot in football.
Well, we still need to find a home for Thax.
Yeah, Thax Rowland.
Oh yeah.
I would like to see that Martin kid. I've kind of passed his name around. The Martin kid plays for oh my goodness, for Magna Vista, the wide receiver.
Martin.
He was a burner, and I think whoever gets this kid, if he wants to play football, whoever gets him is getting a steal. I don't know if he's any bigger than Julian Edelman, but this kid can burn it. He can burn. I mean, he can burn.
How did your Strasburg referrals go? Did they follow up on it?
I have not heard anything back about that. Plus, we do need to get Strasburg on here before the season's over, before the school year's out. I guess we need to. We need to talk to coach and get those players on here. We owe them that, since they were gracious to Devin and myself to actually come over and talk to us, even though they knew I had picked Glenver in big fashion for the state championship.
I was excited for finally get to go to a high school state championship this year. I was looking at basketball at Siegel Center. Possibly maybe we can get some passes there.
Yep.
I have to go to Disney that weekend.
Oh
wow.
Yep.
Goodness gracious.
Big G's supposed to be down that way, but
yeah.
I had to buy our air conditioning 2 weeks ago, so or heat pump. So we just haven't had that conversation yet. So
I think I'll see you down there. Devin might be going to Siegel Center by himself.
Yeah. If anybody wants to donate to the cause, to the District 2 Sports Podcast Disneyland trip, where we'll be having a festival occasion, and you can come and meet and greet me and Gregory if you want to. Just bring a donation, canned goods, anything to that effect. We'll accept them right there on the spot. So feel free.
Anything else, fellas, before we jump off here?
Yeah, one last thing. I mean, I don't know who listened tonight. Is there any numbers out there? Did anybody listen to us tonight?
The numbers were a little down compared to before, but we've also been off for a month, so
yeah.
Expected.
My thing is this, and we don't beg, plead, or borrow from stuff like that, but I think we can do somebody some real good here. I mean, a startup business. We don't require much. If I think we reach out to the masses quite a bit. If somebody's looking to or wants to move their business ahead, or need some kind of recognition, some kind of marketing, anything, hey, give us a shout. Give us a shot. It's not that costly. Try us for a month, and we'll do an ad read here and get you some recognition. And I'm just trying to think of, maybe some heating and air conditioning people, stuff like that. I don't know.
Does that go along with what you had to replace here recently?
Yeah, pretty much. No, but I'm dead serious. I mean, what, $50, $100, $150, $200? I mean that's pretty cheap compared to other routes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I haven't been on it. I haven't been sending any emails out there for sponsors recently, but I'll do that again. And then we got some. Once I got there, we had some planning to do for next December, January too. We got this District 2 Sports Invitational on the board too.
Yeah.
So we got lots of things that have to happen here soon. Hopefully, my Elon Musk internet will be working out in the middle of nowhere. So if it doesn't, we're in big time trouble. I don't know what we're going to do.
Gregor, so will you be a part of the Athletes Association up there?
I will be a Franklin County Eagle, so I'll be in that district. Don't know if my kids actually go there. I mean, I think they need to recruit me for that to happen, but we'll see.
Well, I'm glad you didn't put that shirt together. Now it's going to have to say "We got athletes."
Yeah, I'll be Franklin County Eagle. So I mean, things can happen. I mean, we're 2 weeks away. Maybe the house falls apart. You never know. We'll move somewhere else. But
so
yeah, 2 weeks away.
We have got 2 weeks from basically Tuesday will be the start of the ODAC.
Yep, the 24th.
Okay.
I'm opening up our house to all people listening right now from the District 2 Sports Podcast. If you want to maybe get a slice of pizza or adult beverage, feel free to come over to our house on the 26th. Help us unload the U-Haul, get things moved in, get a note, like a meet and greet with District 2 Sports. So if you're interested in that, let us know. Reach out to us.
Perfect.
So,
yeah, I think that's perfect. The perfect meet and greet.
Devin and Big G will be at the house. They better be at the house helping us out. So, well, a whole lot.
Is that the 26th?
That'll be 26.
Is that what day is that?
Oh, it's a Thursday. Devin won't be there until 6 or 7, so he'll be there afterwards.
Okay, so the 27th and 28th is a tournament.
Oh yeah, so that's the day. That's the
Devin's got his excuse. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I trust you guys.
The guest bedroom will be set up there. I'm trying to get some free lodging out of this too. But we'll see.
Guest bedroom, but be guest bedrooms.
we have a whole basement for everybody to stay in, so it'll be like a
basement.
I can't stay in the bedroom next to Big Red or be in the same bedroom. I mean, that guy, both of you guys. I'll give a little hint. I must have got the good genes in the family because these two guys here. If your name is Gregory, you snore in this family. Yeah, I must have a deviated septum or something if your name is Gregory.
Jeez.
But hey, the thing is, we can set up basketball or a football stadium downstairs. You know that because I mean, I think the ceiling's high enough we can punt inside that place.
Yeah, it's a big place, so that's why a lot of people come there and help us out. So
we'll see the Franklin County Eagles will be practicing inside at Gregory's house from here on.
I'm gonna get in tight with that program. We might be sponsored by the Franklin County Eagles. We'll see. So, yeah, we'll have an interview out with the Glass Hilltoppers. I think I have it tomorrow. So pay attention to that. It was a great conversation with Gavin and Coach Bess, and they won again tonight, so they're number 1 in our polls. So enjoy that. Anything else, fellas?
Nope.
All right. Well, I have this rankings out here soon, so everybody can argue about it. But yeah, thank you guys. We'll be back hopefully Friday or Saturday or Sunday, somewhere around that time, to kind of talk about these polls and update it after all these wins and losses this week. All right.
Sounds good.
See you guys.
Peace.